It's only happened once in the history of the past 4 years. In theory, he was F2P with Gibbous until he earned money at tournaments. Then he was P2P with Gibbous because there was a funny joke about TF2. But now he goes by Eclipse and has for the past couple of weeks.
Definitely coming out with that name swap, trying to rebrand himself as one of the most skilled, as probably easily the most skilled Greninja in DFW.
Oh yeah, no contest.
Getting that nice combo damage, 70% already sitting on Orex, lighting Orex up.
And floaty matchups with Greninja are Eclipse's favorite matchups.
I can understand.
Because he always has ways to set up. You know, his double jab is more potent against the floaties. They love to match that air dodge button and disadvantage, so he can set up for beautiful up smash sweet spots.
Definitely. So Eclipse getting in a position to play 2 sets in a row with characters that are right up his alley. Orex sitting at 114, over 100% mountain to climb if he has any chance of taking this stock.
This man thought that he could sneak into the Arcadian. Can you believe that?
Freaking Eclipse, get out of here.
Can you believe that?
The man dips places okay at a few shockwaves and thinks he's ready for the Arcadian, and then does this. Get out of here. Come on.
Ooh,
that
nice.
forward air.
Jumped right out of range of that grab. Looking like a traditional 2D fighter jumping to escape grabs. Eclipse is playing so well.
Absolutely. I mean, the momentum he has right now is something to marvel, honestly. Ooh, that grab! Such a good call out. Nothing following off of it, though. Orex, unfortunately, can't find that back air. He's got a little bit of a mountain to climb, but with 76% and a ledge guard situation, this is very doable for Orex.
Nice. Tried to read the Hydro Pump onto the stage,
Definitely.
but Eclipse recognized and reacted to the scenario.
Definitely not feeling too drawn to bring out that Hydro Pump early. Orex kind of stretching to try and find this stock right now.
There we go. Oh, he called the jump there and went for the parasol, but didn't quite catch it. What are you doing, Eclipse?
How do you miss that? Just down smash.
I would have loved if he just up tilted.
I would have loved if he actually hit him.
Yeah, sure. Anything.
If he'd done anything but what happened. Although he has rooms to make a mistake like that, but not too much.
I mean, he's
Orex,
not got a lot of room left. He is getting caught. That's a down here.
Orex just hanging out, waiting for even
Oh,
that delay
recovery.
meant nothing.
I don't know if that was like a misinput up smash or if he expected him to, slide further.
Yeah. I think he just wasn't too sure on the spacing, though he knows the spacing on that forward air, taking that stock, evening it just right about up. One quick combo will do this.
There we go. Back air converts into the forward air. Got 55% on Orex. Sitting maybe a couple conversions away from death.
68% sitting on Orex, though. He really needs to start making some moves if he wants to have a chance at taking this game.
Sitting at a percent where down throw air dodge read could set up for an up smash. Could be a stock.
Orex is trying to find a way in. Eclipse, an absolute wall right now. Playing the neutral against Peach so incredibly well. Really showing why he's comfortable in this matchup.
Oh, that's one thing that I love to see out of Greninja in the matchup. Very similar to the way that Mario can use Flood in this matchup. Is whenever Peach starts floating, you can just use that Hydro Pump or use Flood to shove her away and take free stage. Platform is there for Orex, so he's still going to be able to get away with this. Just caught him on the landing, though.
Missing that ledge, most likely. Unfortunate from Orex, but something Eclipse is more than delighted to capitalize on. Is this best of 5 or best of 3?
Best of 5.
Best of 5.
All finals.
Wasn't quite sure how that worked. I gotta admit, never made it this far in bracket.
Right. It'd be really unfortunate for you to play 3 out of 5 in winners and then lose and then be like, all right, now back to 2 out of 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but winners, losers, and grand finals will all be best 3 out of 5, so there's a potential for 4 more games coming out this set. Or it could just be another this one and one more if Eclipse stays on his grind. What a tech. Incredible. But Orex looking a lot more hot this game than he was last game, at least starting off. He really caught his stride a little bit into that game.
Orex opening Eclipse up. I mean, he's really starting with a bold statement this game.
Okay, there we go. Nair lands an up smash, gets some good damage, continues the juggle, but Orex fighting his way back down with the down air.
Down air going to beat out that up air. That forward air, though, not quite enough. Oh! Orex was scouting that out all last game.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised he got that. Eclipse has been getting called out for these high recoveries this entire turn.
Orex setting up his forward smash as well. Always got some extra free time. Ooh, the down air pressure was oppressive. Eclipse didn't know how to deal with it. Okay.
I just love how
so many float
they
aerials.
just played out just outside of each other's range for so long there. Orex taking such a massive lead right now, 81% lapping Eclipse.
But I've seen the way that Eclipse can play with momentum after seeing that Lil Pack game. I would not count him out just yet.
Absolutely not. I mean, even if he loses this game, he's still got at least 2 more.
Got to be real careful with how he's using these hydro pumps, though. Orex kind of has a handle on where he's going.
Definitely trying to call him out and pressure it. Let him know that he's there if he ever decides to do it again.
Really high recovery there. I don't think he was worried about anything but maybe an up air where he would have been fine.
Yeah, unless he'd gotten some sick-ass read with a forward air, he was fine.
Ooh, tries to call him for short hopping, but Orex hasn't been doing a lot of empty short hops, so I don't know how...
Ooh, the up air! Gonna finish that stock. You might not ever see a kill.
I don't know how potent the idea of trying to run up smash to catch a short hop of Orex would be if he's doing a lot of empty floats and stalling himself before that sweet spot height. Definitely not.
I'm gonna get some steak and shake after this. Oof. Let's go. Definitely excited in here.
Post-tourney at Steak and Shake? We haven't got a Steak and Shake in forever.
Hey, man, you want to come steak?
Maybe. Last time we went to Steak and Shake, we determined to never go again. The service is not great. Which
That's true.
Admittedly is understandable because it's a bunch of people showing up at like midnight, but...
Hey, man. Cheap food. That's all I want.
Waterbird. Anyway.
I mean, it's cheap food, and those shakes are massive.
That's fair. You know what's not cheap is this match that we're watching right now.
Definitely not. I mean, absolute skill coming out from both players. This is the highest quality.
For a good price.
This is the Rolex of Smash 4 weeklies. I'm just saying right now.
Eclipse.
Call me out if you want, but I'm just saying we got the best weeklies.
Doing a really good job setting up the pressure with these shurikens. Not going to let Orex get away with floating for free.
Ooh, that up smash! Calling Orex out! So good from Eclipse. This is a complete turnaround from that last game.
You know, one big thing we haven't been seeing a lot of in the past couple of games is these shurikens. What these shurikens do is force Orex to start jumping or shielding, one or the other, right? So if he sits there shielding complacent, that gives Eclipse more opportunities to set up these grabs. If he starts jumping or floating around him, suddenly he can set up Hydro Pump, steal stage for free, or try to aggress with forward air.
Definitely Orex trying to work his way back into this game, though. Eclipse not going to have any of it. Trying his best to shut him out, 63%. I mean, this is... The exchanges that we've seen from these players haven't just been, like, even stock adaptations. They have been, like, two stock adaptations.
Right.
Which is just nutty to see even once, but to see it multiple times in the set is incredible.
But they're going to push him off. Tries to cover his recovery with a shuriken.
Try to call it that jump, but missing the forward air. Orex has to clean up this stock, and he knows it. Trying to find an opening on Eclipse right now.
There we go. Gets up throw. Tries to get a late up air. Just catches the landing with an up smash, and Eclipse looking so solid. Reminiscent of the game one.
Absolutely. I mean, this is nutty.
Swinging like a pendulum right now, and if the trend continues, might be swinging in Orex's favor if he can get something figured out, but he's got to get it figured out first.
He's definitely going to have to do some massive adaptation, and Orex, certainly the player to do it, going to Battlefield. I know this is definitely a comfort pick for Orex. Regardless of how good or bad this is for Peach, I know that Orex loves this stage.
Definitely can be helpful against Greninja as well. But man, I want to see how he deals with shurikens. I wonder if the platforms maybe will help him deal with the shurikens.
Eclipse doing such a good job at recognizing the situation and just doing his best to play safe and neutral. Orex abusing him, though, with these empty hops.
Yeah, that percent with the shuriken isn't a lot, but it adds up if you just keep letting him hit you.
Absolutely. That tick damage might not feel like a lot, but when you look down at that percent, it does so much. So does that forward air, though. Orex calling that roll in.
But he turns around. He expected the Greninja to roll through his body. Didn't happen.
Not quite looking like ultimate here. Orex trying to find another opening. Got a small advantage, but nothing Eclipse can't clean up with one combo.
I like that. Use that Hydro Pump in an awkward spot. Maybe catch Orex floating to bait something out.
Definitely extremely low commitment and possibly high reward.
Really scary situation going straight for the up smash.
Forward air going to do some damage. Orex looking for an opening right now. Finding one in Eclipse. Seeing if he can get this ledge guard. Eclipse rolling in from ledge. He's been rolling in a lot, and Orex has been trying to call that out, but Eclipse keep getting away with it.
Ooh, wow, down air beating out the Shuriken. Really interesting. Tries to catch a roll in. Eclipse doesn't give it to him, but Orex sitting nice. Recovery to the high platform.
I love how Eclipse looked at the situation for getting called out for high recovery and said, you know what?
I'm going to go higher.
I'm going to go even higher.
Yeah.
See if you catch me now. And he's absolutely not getting caught by Orex, so he's sitting at 122%. The survivability of this man.
Got to be real careful here. Crosses up with an air. Going to be hard to punish. Space with
the dash attack not going to end it, though. Next one absolutely will.
Oh, that was really cute.
That was so weird.
Yeah.
What was that interaction?
That was his counter move, the substitute.
Why is there a log? It looks so real.
That's the substitute.
It's a hyper-realistic log. I love it.
He gets to pick whatever direction he kicks out of it afterwards. He went for up because A, sets himself up in the air where it's a little bit safe to come back down. And B, if he gets that hit, that upwards counter is so incredibly powerful.
Understandable, and sitting at such high rage, absolutely could have possibly taken that stock.
Oh, tries to call out these short hops. Not going to happen. Back throw.
Very ill-advised. Very ill-advised up smash. Orex rightfully punishing it swiftly with that back throw to take that stock out.
When I see something like that happen and Eclipse is playing, I know that he's scouting out these short hops. The only reason that I don't super agree with it against Orex is because he's doing these short floats and he's not really setting up at a height where the up smash is going to be lucrative. Here we go. Dancing around him, sets up the fair pressure.
Definitely Eclipse going to need to make some more adjustments, but sitting it with Orex at 118%, he can definitely afford to make those kind of mistakes right now.
Game has slowed down a significant bit from the last one. Who catches him out of the jump? What's he going to be able to do about it?
It's a ledge guard situation. What's he going to do?
He has
Orex
nothing.
In a very disadvantageous position.
The man is dead.
I mean,
if Gibbous does everything correctly, the man is dead.
There's pretty much nothing else Orex can do here right now. He basically has to wait until Eclipse messes up.
Oh,
like there.
Eclipse was not willing to run out with a forward air.
Definitely not willing to run that risk.
But there we go.
Forward air, not going to take it.
Really stale, because that's been his primary neutral tool right now. It's how he's been getting these ins.
Absolutely understandable.
Fair from ledge. Wow. That up
throw. Not staled at all. 170% going to chuck Peach off the top of that stage.
2 minutes left on the clock. Been a very slow-paced game. I mean, there's been interactions the whole way through. It's just been a lot of grindy neutral with a lot of shuriken play.
Absolutely. But I mean, this is some of the best kind of play you can watch when you see that level of neutral. It is such an understanding that both players are on such an even field and neither has the higher ground.
Man, Eclipse doing such a good job with these low percent combos, taking Orex all the way to 73, lapping him in percent.
Orex saving that jump, though, recognizing he doesn't want to get in that bad position he's been in multiple times with the Hydro Pump and the recovery. Finding his way back on stage, but can he find his way in?
Just create some space with a Hydro Pump, try to set up more shurikens.
The booty bump definitely going to knock out Eclipse off stage. Okay. He's setting back to neutral.
Orex recognized the high top platform recovery and tried to meet him halfway with a neutral air.
Doing his best, but not quite enough. Sitting at basically even percent, calling out that roll. Misspacing once again. Orex with these unfortunate.
I don't like these up smashes. I don't like them. Normally I do.
They're good reads, but they're just not connecting. And I feel like that's definitely a cost at misspacing, or possibly just I'm giving him too much credit and he's just, you know.
He definitely is searching for short hops that aren't coming.
Absolutely.
Against other players, maybe. But
Eclipse showing the adaptation and not short hopping nearly as much. The short hopping right into that bear, right as I take. Come on, man.
Catches. Oh my goodness. Orex narrowly living. He catches him with a shuriken. That's gonna do it. 27 seconds left on the clock.
I never thought I would have seen a set like that almost go to time, but that set was tense the whole set.
And Eclipse playing with composure. That man